Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Nat Fashion Hub, the best fashion channel in the world. So today, quickly without wasting time, I'm going to teach you how to cut a round flay for different sizes. I'll teach you a very simple formula that you can apply and it will go for all different sizes. Okay, so if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and turn your notification bell on so that whenever I drop my videos, you will be the first to be notified. So what is the formula for cutting a round flay? Okay, now if you want to cut a round flay, especially for a peplum round flay, whether it is 360, all right, for 360, first of all, this is the formula you use for people that have an under bust measurement, all right, of 30, all right, of 30 down. Okay, you will divide their under bust measurement by 4 and you minus 2 inches from it to get the circumference, okay, to get the flay, your flay opening that you are going to use. I'll explain further. For those that have a fitting point or under bust that is more than 30, all right, from 32 to 40, after dividing it by 4, you minus 3 inches. Remember, for those with an under bust of 30 downwards, you minus 2 inches after dividing by 4. For those that have an under bust more than 30 to 40, you minus 3 inches after dividing your under bust measurement by what? By 4. Let's take, for instance, someone that has an under bust measurement of, let's just use a number, let's just say 26, all right, 26. First of all, if you're cutting a 360 flay, you have to fold your ply into 4. For instance, I've folded once, all right, I've still folded for the second time, okay, that is 4 times, all right. So the area of the opening, the mouth of the flay will be here. Meanwhile, this will be the flaying of the what? The peplum, all right. So now let's work with the 26. Now someone that have an under bust of 26, divide this by 4, you'll be having what? This divide by 4, this divide by 2 will give you 13, by 2 again will give you 6.5. So you have 6.5. When you divide 26 by what? By 4, you have 6.5. And the measurement, the formula says what? You should minus 2 inches from this 6.5. So which means you're going to use what? 4.5. 6.5 minus 2 is equals to what? 4.5. So this is it. From this angle here, mind you, these are the openings, okay? You will not use these places, you will use here. This is the paper, look at it very well. I folded like this once, then I folded this way twice, all right? So I'm using this place right here, okay? So this is it. I will now measure my 4.5. I'll keep my roller, my tape like this, and measure what? My 4.5. This is my 4.5 here. I'll still measure this side, my 4.5. I'll still measure at midpoint my 4.5. Measure my 4.5. Measure my 4.5. All right. Measure my 4.5. All right. So that I can easily join this point here using my what? My free hand. Okay. Can you see this? Alright, so if we measure this curve now, we are supposed to be having a little bit more than 6.5. Why? I'll explain why it should be more. Okay, so this is it. Can you see how I'm measuring this? Now you see, this is almost 7. This is almost 7. Now the allowance remaining here is what will serve as your what? As your zip allowance. Remember, when you are stitching, it's better to have excess allowance than to have a tiny allowance that gives you issue. So the 3/4 inch that is more here, we have up to 6.5, right? And we are having 7.25. Look at it here. So the 3/4 inch remaining here, already have inch into 4 places because you folded this by 4. If you take this allowance into 4 places, you are having about 2.5 inches, which will serve for what? your zip allowance. Do you understand? The next thing is for us now to check the length of our flay. Let's say you want your peplum to have a length of 8. You can now measure 9. 1 inch is for seam allowance, alright? Or you want it to have you want the flay to be length of just 6. You can measure 7. 1 inch is for the seam allowance. Both the hemming up down here and the seam up here. Alright, so you measure your 7 all round. 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 Sorry, this is almost not reaching 7. Now this is for a flay that is waist less than what? 32. From 30 below. Alright, so anything from 31 above, you will use something bigger. Alright, so let's try for a bigger one and see if we can still get the same, we can get an accurate result. Let's try for another bust of let's say 34. Alright, 34. So if you divide 34, if someone has another bust of 34 and you divide it by 4, you are having, that should be 8.5, right? Yes. 34 by 4 should give you 8.5. Let's confirm. 34 divided by 4, that should give us, you see, 8.5. Alright, and our formula says we should do what? Any waist, any other bust above 30, we should minus 3 inches from it after dividing by 4. So if you divide 34 by 4, you now have 8.5. Alright, 34 divided by 4, you have 8.5. If you minus 3 inches, you're not having what? You're not having 5.5. So which means we are going to measure this now to be what? 5.5. Alright, use my biro, sorry with that, in case I'm finished. It's not much inside again. So this is 5.5. Alright, so we still measure our 5.5. Our 5.5. I hope you can see this mark clearly. Our 5.5. Our 5.5. Our 5.5. Alright, so by the time you join this 5.5 together, what are we targeting? Mind you, we got 8.5, right? 8.5. So let's see if this curve can still give us our what? 8.5. Let's get it. Let's check. We're looking for 8.5. So you see, we still have the same. We have about 9. Let's see very well. We're looking for 8.5. Don't forget. You can see we have 9. Can you see this? We have 9. So this ½ inch remaining here, if you take it into 4 places, that becomes 2 inches, which means the 2 inches is serving as what? As your zip allowance. If we experiment further, you will see that I've tried it and it has worked for almost all measurements, all sizes. Okay, so if you don't know how to cut your round flay, you are thinking about how to cut it, I don't want to go into using the formula of circumference, radius. I don't want to confuse you with all those formulas. That's why I just use this straight up to give a very simple way of getting your flay. So let's cut this first one and see how it's looking like. If we should cut this first one we did, let's see how it would look like. Guys, now we see we have our perfect circle. Very perfect. Can you see that? Very, very perfect circle. Can you see this? Our circle is very, very perfect. Very, very perfect circle. So guys, if this video made sense, if it's something you think you can apply, if you like the video, please hit the subscribe button, drop a comment, let me know if there's any question for me, and I will do justice to that. Alright, thanks for watching. Welcome to Nat Fashion Hub, the best fashion channel in the world. Thank you.